Welcome back to the second blog, Is It Real News? Hope you caught my first blog. It was regarding the federal government continuing to project the image that we are in debt, but yet our federal government continuing to find a way to give away money. I don't understand that. Maybe there's some questions you should ask some political people, okay? How do you be in debt and still give away $60 million? You continue to try to find budget cuts to keep jobs in America, but yet somehow or another you got $60 million just to give away with no return, no interest, no anything, and yet we can't even man our public schools, we can't man our police department, we got federal employees on furloughs because we're trying to cut a budget. I don't get it. Maybe you do. When I'm in debt, I don't have $60 million to give away. All right, second thing in the news, gays. Gays' rights. Now, think about this. First of all, let me put this in two parts. One is Christians. I don't understand how you can stand outside a federal building, courthouse, and somehow fight against gays having equal rights as anyone else in this country. I don't understand that. Now, understand this. I'm not a Bible scholar, but I read a few verses in the Bible, and one of them said that if you're guilty of one point of the law, then you have offended the whole law. Give and take on that. In other words, if you're a liar, you're just as bad as a thief. And if you're a thief, you're just as bad as a murderer, from my understanding. So if you're out there bashing gays and you are calling yourself a Christian, you might want to reevaluate that, because I don't quite understand how you can bash gays and don't bash liars or adulterers or homemongers, disobedient to parents. All these fall under the same concept. Now, the natural side of it, it doesn't matter if you're gay or whatever you might be. Everyone in this country deserves to be protected by the Constitution of the United States of America. Don't matter what your preference, sexual preference might be. Don't matter what your religion might be. Don't matter what, race, creed, or color. Everyone deserves the right to be protected and treated fairly under the state and federal constitution. No one should be discriminated against because of their personal desires or their personal habits. Now, do I somehow agree with gays' lifestyle? No, I do not. But I also do not agree with liars and backbiters and haters and murderers either. But we're not standing outside of Congress on that bad boy. Let me think about this. Something you might want to consider doing with your time instead of somehow protesting gays' rights is let's protest and getting prayer back in school. What about that? Let's have a march on that. Remember, you cannot bring someone to the body of Christ, from my understanding, without love. One verse that we're very familiar with is, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. So kind of remember that. Again, let me kind of summarize this for you. Naturally speaking, no matter who you are, everyone should be treated fairly under our Constitution, state and federal. As a Christian, please, I'm not condoning gay lifestyle, but every gay person deserves the same love as anyone else. You don't turn your back on liars. You don't frown your nose. You don't, people that commit adultery, you're not standing outside their house with a sign. So please remember that. He without sin, throw the first stone. Wait a minute, let me duck. Whoop, back. Okay, keep that in mind. Focus in on those 2 points. Hope that will arouse a question in your mind. Are you doing the right thing? Remember, if you're going to gain someone to the body of Christ, it got to be through love. So consider this. Naturally, everyone, no matter who you are, deserve to be protected by our Constitution. Second, if you're a Christian, remember, if you offend one point of the law, if you offend God in one area, you're guilty of offending God in all areas. All unrighteousness is a sin. So think about that. Reevaluate whether or not you want to bash gays regarding their equal rights, or find some way to embrace them and show them the love of God, and hoping that will make a difference in their lives if there's a difference to be made. So keep those two things in mind. Remember, what you say throughout the day will have an effect upon you at the end of the day. Is it real news? Remember, let's get real, stay real, and life will be better for you.